My old plastered finger here, taking a stroll from the Bani Alaminos highway out to Masidem and Fely's house. So in the background here you can see the main highway and a little concrete road. Just swing round, that's the settlement at the side of the road. As you can see, mainly paddy fields here, or rice fields rather than paddy fields, but people live down here, make friends with a little goat here. Probably shouldn't say that out loud, but there we go. Little goat looking for her mummy. Mummy was in the field, completely ignoring her. I know parents like that. So, this is the road. You can see it just comes to an end here. The concrete comes to an end here, and then it becomes a gravel path. We're going down to the River Bani. Just fly down it a little bit. I'm going to be honest with you. This is the first time I've flown my drone over water, or near water in fact. So I'm very, very conscious of the fact that everybody says, it loses altitude, it doesn't know where it is. So at the top of the picture there you can see those right. Oh, these are fish ponds. These are fish ponds. So people dig a big hole. They flood it from the river, and then I don't think they buy baby milkfish, but they get milkfish, and they just grow up. I presume they just come in like most places. They come in on the feet of birds and things like that. So we're just going to take off from Fely's house. That's the green roof is Fely's house, right on the river, as you'll see in a second. Or maybe not. So we're going to swing round. We're going to have a look at the fish ponds behind her. I'm going to fly back over to the main road. Oh, there's the river. Look behind her. That's the River Bani. These are other houses on her side of the river. Mainly cousins and aunts and things. These are all fish ponds, so as I say, that's where they grow their fish up. And they harvest them every few months, I think. They just had the typhoon, which led to floods, of course, which meant for one or two young enterprising lads, where all these got flooded out, the fish ended up in the river. So loads of the lads went out fishing and caught a load of fish and sell them to the market. You see, these are the flooded fish pond. Fish ponds now. And you can see the river sweeping away in the distance. This is the little town of Masidem, and these are the fish ponds again. I'm going to zoom over now, going to fly over now, taking my drone in my hands, and I'm going to be flying over these fish ponds to show you how far the walk was really from the main road. Well, actually not the main road, from the highway. From Bani to Alaminos, back to the Fely's house. But I've got a funny feeling we've got some gaps coming up, so I might have to edit and put this back together again and start again. So, as I say, there in the distance is the main road, and there's the little houses. Yep, there we go. We're zooming in on that now, and then you can see the settlement that we saw earlier on and the main drag. Just a quick swing round back to the river and the fish ponds. Then we're going to come into, so you can see how wet it is here, and this is a few days after the typhoon. Well, it's a week or so, maybe a month after the typhoon. But that's the main village of Masidem. And then we're going to come back over and we're going to see the river again and see some little tiny boats on the river, which are how you cross from the main road through the barangay, a little village. Little yellow bits there are boats. And they take you over the main road into the barangay. Now, this little bit here is probably going to be quite boring, but it's me trying to bring it into land without crashing it. and without landing it in the fish pond. So you can see how little land there is actually between the ponds. Obviously, it's where you're going to make your money is with the fish, not with the land on this side of the river. So that's you don't need much land to grow fish on, essentially. So I say the green roof there is Fely's house. The red roof is her brother-in-law, the brother of her late husband. There's me standing there trying to look attractive. And then we've got the river again, trying to bring it into land. And you can literally see that it is maybe 1.5 meters wide. The bit of land I'm going to try and land on. There's young Aaron. And that's how wide it is. Look, it's tiny. So anyway, we're going to just land here for a second, and we're going to take off on the other side of the river now. So we're in the main section of the barangay. And we're going to fly out towards what they call the fish port, which is that building there. It's where they buy and sell all the fish, because there's quite a big fishing area. The rice is taken to a mill where it's milled, obviously, but they dry here. They dry the rice in the fish port as well. Me just trying to centre up on the town and where I'm flying from. This little area here is another place they'll dry. This road goes off. I haven't actually been down that road too far yet to find out where it goes. But at the field now, at the back now, we've got fields which are rice fields essentially. Although the rice has been harvested now, and they're going to. A lot of people are growing watermelons. They're going to grow watermelons over the. I'm going to say summer, but they'll flood these fields. Again, in the autumn or late summer, ready to harvest again. Of course, and that's another little village. They call that New Masidem, really. But it's where the storm shelter is and things. And you can sort of get to see quite a big little how big the barangay really is from this angle. So, just a little bit of flying around now. Show you how cluttered the little barangay is. Because, of course, the land is where you make your money, or the land or the ponds is where you make your money. So your garden doesn't really matter over much. You just need to get, your grass, your rice growing, or your watermelons growing, or your fishing, or whatever. So it's land like any sort of subsistence farming place is important, and that's me just on the little dot just there. So we're going to close now, and hope you've all enjoyed this video. I'm going to try and do some more in a bit. Plastered finger handing over to the rest of you.